All right, we're live for the daytime stream for Wednesday. It's Wednesday, yes. All right, here we are. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Hey, what's up, Matt? What's up, Tammy? How's it going, guys? So, we're going to say... We're going to hit refresh here, actually. That's what we're going to do. Okay, strange. It doesn't say we're live. Well, that's not good. How am I going to update the, Hold on, let's see. How am I going to update the live stream if it doesn't show up? Let's jump in here. Oh, man, it was hard for me to start the stream. I was listening to some new music, and it was so enjoyable. Okay, live. Ah, there it is. Good. Okay, I had to reset this. Good, 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 good. Hey, what's up, guys? Ah, there you are, Mr. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Yes, Wensleydale. Very good. Set that in there. Let me go ahead and grab this. Ugh. Okay, let's open up the chat. So, oh man, the internet's slow. We did get a warning from Spectrum, by the way. We got a warning that they're doing work, but apparently it was supposed to be done by 3:30 p.m. So presumably it's all over. All right, we got all the hot stuff. Boy, maybe we should just have a funny title for today. Does it matter what the title is? I don't know if it matters that much. What do I have for funny titles? Best titles. Well, shucks, I never seen so many Charizards. That's a really good one. Let's see. Let's scroll this one over. Back to check on Chinese 151 surprise. How's it going, man? It's still going. There's 8 people in there. We need 12 more people. It's slow, but it's going. I mean, I could just announce that we have the latest sets. Because we do have the latest sets. It's Mega Evolution. It's X Inferno. It's Magic the Gathering Spider-Man. We got Weiss Marvel 3. And Hot Breaks. We got all that stuff, live card shop. I don't know if that's going to make people crack their wallets open just because I have a nice title like that. I wish I had some funny titles. Maybe I can get AI to make a funny title for me, but I think I asked it that before and it didn't really know how to make one relevant to what we do. So it has to come from me, the funny titles. I should have like a pen and paper with me all the time. And when I think of a funny title, I should write it down. Yeah, that's what I should do, because sometimes I think of one, but it doesn't get saved. And then by the time we're making the title for the stream, I can't remember what it was. Hey, mister, you ever lose your YouTube account? And if so, how'd you go about getting it back? I've never had that problem. Do you know somebody who just lost their YouTube account? I presume somebody you know has lost their YouTube account. That sucks, man. Actually, I do know somebody, I think, Tenzenberg. Didn't he? Was it Tenzenberg? No, his name wasn't Tenzenberg. What was it? Somebody I knew did lose a YouTube account. They had to start all over. That sucks. All right, so that is all set up. Okay, and let's change this real quick. Okay. All right. Boom. All right. We're saving that. I got it back, but all of his stuff is erased, my son. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do at that point. I think it's gone. All right. Title, your bomb. Okay. We got mods in here. Good. That is good. Well, the internet's definitely going slow right now. I don't know, the stream, I don't think the stream's impacted, but my computer is not loading anything. There it goes. All right. Cool. Wonder what Spectrum was doing. Oops. Good, good, good. So many Pokemon cards. Look at these Pokemons. I found some more Kaiju. Let's see. Oh, Radiant Charizard. I'll set him right here. We'll set this over here. And now we're going to host a new box break on this Cashew box. Let's see. Yeah, we found 2 boxes of Cashew. $35 buy-in, 2 spots. Maybe something crazy pops out of here. I still can't find the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card you want. You can't find it. This was from Anthony Haymeyer. These arrived. Now, he said he wanted these to be graded. I don't know which company he wants tag grading. It's a new month. It's October. Now I need to grade 500 more tag cards. Wow, that is very expensive to do. In particular, when you haven't received back the first batch. So that is the hard part, is I'm going real capital deep into card grading, but I don't have it on a loop yet where I send some out, I get some back, I send some out, I get some back. I don't have that yet. So that is tough. We're missing a lot of money, and we don't have any slabs to make up for it yet. Okay, Anthony Haymeyer. How much credit do I have? What did you think about the Lapras? Oh, right, we were talking about a Lapras. What was it I said? We were talking about it. Oh, I remember now. So it's this booster pack, and there's not one for sale on eBay. But there is kind of one for sale on eBay. There's one for sale along with an Aerodactyl for $1,800. But we know the Aerodactyl is already $800. So really, it looks like this guy wants to charge you an extra $200 because he's got Lapras. So normally when it comes to pricing a card, we just go with cheapest buy it now price. That's the thing. We go with cheapest buy it now. Another thing, I looked to see if it was like some kind of anomaly. Like, you know, maybe one had just not been posted in a while. No, actually what had happened, somebody's out there buying all the Laprases. So there's a higher demand for that particular booster pack for sure. I would say that the appropriate cheapest buy now price for it is the 1,000. So that's normally how we would price it. We are. Like if you and I weren't talking about selling, if I didn't know you or you didn't know me, or we weren't discussing that particular pack, that pack would go up for 1,000 because that would just be, you know, how it would calculate it. We are. All right. Soccer Yu-Gi-Oh promo, you have to play the phone game and get it full free. I'm in Sacramento now. Did you move? How's Sacramento? All right. Does that mean next time we ship you, we need to be careful to do an address change? You can't do 900? Nah, I better not. I think it better be 1,000. We are. I'm not really in a race to sell it anyways. You know, if I didn't sell it to you at all, let's say I just kept it in my inventory, it'll be $1,000 by Christmas anyways. It'll be $1,000 by next year. So even if I don't sell it to you, it's going to be $1,000. How do I know this? Because around the time I acquired it, it was less than 500. So it was extremely cheap in the past. And those vintage packs just seem to go up. So I'm not too worried about it either way. But if there was one on the market, if there was one for sale, like the Aerodactyl, and it said 800, I would go copy that 800 for you right now. It's just that there isn't one for sale. It appears there's one in a split order with an Aerodactyl, but we know Aerodactyl is 800, so I'm placing the value at the Lapras at 1K. There we go. Why don't you think it over, Sisman? You know, you were willing to pay the taxes, right? Remember, you were going to do like 70 bucks on taxes. But the thing is, what if you didn't pay any of the taxes, but I get to set the price of the card based off of what I think the cheapest buy it now is, which I do think that's the cheapest buy it now. How do I know? Because I'm the only one selling it. Yeah, let's see. But let's think of it like that, and I'm just going to probably stick to that. That's my usual way of doing things. I like to do that because then you don't have to do any negotiating. Let's see. Ah, here it is. I like doing it that way. There's no negotiating. All right. I'll pass this time. Thanks for sleeping on it. No problem, man. Chilling. Leaving this drug class right now. That probation is making me go to. You're going to a probation class. I hope things go well for you, man. We are. All right. Let's see. We'll grab this. I'll consider it for a week. There we go. No problem. Yeah, it's really no rush, especially think of it like this. It's no rush on that particular kind of product because it just goes up. And you're not supposed to say that when it comes to investing in, quote, investing in things. You know, like if you buy stocks on the stock market. But now it's been 6 years of it just going up. And the stock market, it's the same deal. Like, you're not supposed to tell your clients stuff goes up. This is not financial advice. But I mean, look at the stock market over the years. It does just go up, doesn't it? Like, yeah, there's downturns, there's recessions, there's even depressions. But the stock market's like this. It's just a whoop. Stock market just went up overall. And I feel like these booster packs are kind of doing the same thing, most of all because people just keep opening them. Like, you think Leonhardt's going to stop opening fossil packs? PokeRev's going to stop? All these other YouTubers in the middle, they're going to stop? They're not going to stop. It's going to cost more each time, but it's going to keep going. And it's very fascinating. With a card like this, over time, the population goes up. With a booster pack like the one you're thinking about buying, it does the reverse. The population slowly goes down. Isn't that crazy? So that's why those graded booster packs have always done pretty well for me. And it's not a scary thing to ever hold on to them. But you might feel like you get a better deal if you try to buy like the Aerodactyl or something. All right. Excuse me. Honestly, I wasn't necessarily trying to sell those anyways. It's just a thought. I happen to be short on operating cash, so it's just a thought that I could do that. But those would not be slabs that I would sell. They're really quality conservative slabs. All right, check it out, guys. We have a new Gym Challenge break. It's a box of Caju. Is it Caju? Caju number 8. And it's a $35 buy-in. So that's fun. Okay. What do we got here? Here we have Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark. For 1 box Inferno. And can I split the box with Isaac? You want to split the box with Isaac? So he gets half, you get half? Where are my boxes? Didn't I just have a box? Did I just have a box that I used for the title opening? Did I put it back in here? I did not put it back in here, so where did it go? I guess I'll get another box. Okay. Crazy. The box I had, like, disappeared. All right, very nice. Look at that. Ooh. Invest! Do you know any massage rub tub places close? Massage rub tub places. No, I've never had a professional massage. I'm open-minded to it, though. It sounds nice. Back after a while, Mr. is Brandon Boutillier. What's up, man? How's it going? So this is for Mark J. Valerian, but he's saying half the box should go to Isaac. I can do that if that's what you want, Mark. You're very generous, Mark. It scares me. It is. Are you ready? 2 years probation. You get that probation done and get super clean and do that straight and narrow path, man. It's so much easier in life when you don't have to look over your shoulder and when you can be proud in the style that you're living. You are. All right. So he said, I would say this half is yours and this half would be Isaac's, the second half. This is the second half. Ready? We're going to start with Isaac. Isaac going to pull the Zard. Where's the Gengar from? He's an extremely rare, extremely low pop, holographic, PSA 10 Gengar Carddass from the vending series. It's actually from the oldest Pokemon card series ever. It is believed that card series right there that he comes out of, it's believed that is the first printed Pokemon card series. It is. It was printed by Bandai Namco before the base set came out. There we go. Do you have English Mega Evo ETBs for sale? I need the promos. The ETBs? No, I didn't buy any of the ETBs. That's an interesting one, though. Will you ever go back to horizontal? I hate that I have to tell you this, but vertical streaming is still smashing it out of the park. Last night, we had 3,000 views from one stream and like 13 subscribes. I am afraid we're going to continue vertical. And we will go back to horizontal the moment horizontal performs similar to vertical. So vertical is completely destroying horizontal streams in terms of performance. We get way more viewers, way more exposure, way more subscribes. We got all these new guys. All these new guys. They're starting to hang out. We're building like a new group almost. You got the metal cricket, the metal grasshopper. It's an interesting Pokemon. Almost like the ant. What's it called? I can't remember the ant's name. Durant. We are. But so we're building up this group of new guys because we're doing vertical, and it's a really great thing. It's a very good thing for our group. You got the switch. Uh-oh. So I think Isaac's going to pull the hits. Okay. Here is Mega Heracross. Very nice. Very good. All right. Oh, you got both the hits, but it's a bad box. That's like the Firestarter guy, Kindler or something. I don't remember his name. All right, so that's no good. It was a cold box. Well, so we're going to hope Mr. Isaac pulls a good AR, perhaps. Rotom. There's KFC promos. There we go. Oh, dang. Yeah, it's a stinky box. All right, very nice. Cool. Mr. Mark, man, he was keeping us busy. He was keeping us busy yesterday, too. Thank you, Mark. Here you are. Very good. How did I not know that? I look for the obscure Zards. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 of these. Last night we were showing off graded booster packs. We got a lot of cool ones. Snipping this. And snipping this. All right. Good. Good. Swing. Ready? Here goes. Here's Charcadet. Look at that Charcadet. And, oops. So this is the second half of the box, which Mark has donated to Mr. Isaac. All right. Good. Pommy. Let's see. Timothy Short's here. Timothy Short. My favorite Timothy. Okay. Just leaving this. Haha. Here's Suicune. Oh. Here's a cold one. Oh, there's Empoleon. Rawr. The best Timothy. Oh, that's competitive. Hot take of the day? A hot take for today. Well, I just woke up. There's nothing really strong on my mind. I know that the Democrats and the Republicans are fighting over a government shutdown. That's the majority of what's going on in the news. I know there's in the Middle East, they're trying to decide over a peace treaty. That would be nice if it went through. Not a lot else going on. I mean, you guys can bring up a subject if you'd like to talk about something. Zacian, he's kind of nice. Zacian, that matches with the Zamazenta we got in the Rocket set. Rocket set had Zamazenta, and so this set has Zacian. That's cool. All right. Glad to see you're doing 1 hour walks while typing vlog. Walking so important. I hope you're doing at least 1 hour walks. No, but today I did go outside for about 15 minutes. I walked around. Okay, Mr. Mark. Okay, Mark. Tesla stock going up. My options going up. Damn, dude. So glad to hear that, Team Rocket Grunt. So glad to hear that. Yeah, I noticed that. You know, I had sold my Tesla stock because Elon had made me uncomfortable when, well, first he became a really hardcore Republican. Then he, like, broke up with Donald Trump. And you've probably heard me say this before, but I felt like, who's going to like him anymore? He's going to have angry people on both sides. But it's weird. I think he's somewhat repaired that relationship with the Trump administration. So I can view him once again as sort of like this guy who's perhaps appealing toward a Republican consumer base. And so, you know, he makes some sense after that. But the stock has jumped because I believe the Trump administration's made a deal where they're going to use Grok for the government, right? And that's a big deal. That's a big deal. But Tesla also did give the White House a good deal, a good price on that. I believe he was the lowest of any AI company in terms of cost. But it's an interesting consideration. You know, them perhaps repairing the burnt bridge after Elon said, you know why Trump doesn't want to release the Epstein files? Because he's in them. Remember that? That was a big deal. That caused a lot of, I'd say it caused a lot of damage to the Trump administration when he said that, because Elon seems like this guy who you could probably just believe is telling the truth. You know, it didn't seem like partisan politics. It seemed a lot more personal than that. Look at that hot poop. But yeah, I mean, the stock's jumping again. Elon Musk is promising to make the company whatever, like trillions of dollars. And then he's buying stock. He's buying Tesla stock, which has triggered sort of like a more bullish market desire for the stock. And so if I had done nothing but hold my Tesla stock, I'd probably be way up. But I was a scaredy cat and I sold. So that's why you don't pretend to be some sort of genius stock trader, guys. Don't do it. You'll lose in the long run. From now on, I don't think I'm going to buy Tesla stock again. I'm just going to buy a mutual fund. I'm going to buy an ETF, a little slice of everything. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not good enough at it. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, let's take a picture of this. I just don't have the magic skill. I'm much better at Pokemon cards. I like to take bets on Pokemon cards. I'm very good with Pokemon. I'm not going to mess around in the stock market. We are. How about crazy value on Chinese cards? Those are pretty cool. Yeah, those are very experimental, by the way. I like the foreign language cards. I've always said that, but they're at price levels that are like shocking. So they're a bit experimental. Wait, the other half for Isaac, mister. Oh, I put the other half back into your bag. I'm so sorry. I put it back into your bag, and we actually also need to write you down as having a... See, I did that because I've been opening cards for so long. It's like a reflex. It is. I've done that for so long, it's a reflex. It's almost like my muscle memory wants to make sure it goes in the right bag. But these were special instructions to put it in a different bag. Ooh, let me get rid of this. This is so cumbersome. There we go. There we go. If you want to disclose this information, what's your biggest stock gain? I own just one stock now. It's an ETF for the S&P 500, and it's gone up like 18% over time. And I don't own a ton of stock. I'm not like stock wealthy. We are. Very nice. Okay. Almost all my money's in actual Pokemon, which has done insanely well. It's been a huge gamble. I'm not diversified. Putting all my money into Pokemon has been a huge gamble. And just like a guy who put all his money in Bitcoin before Bitcoin proved itself. And I've just done extremely well on Pokemon as a result. AI has advised that I change that, by the way. AI has advised that I liquidate some of my cards and move it into cash. So I don't know. All right, so we got Luis Oyervides, English Mega Evolution. Hey, what's up, man? So we need some English. You ready? All right, let's get it. Do people get to take those bags home, or do you just keep them? They get shipped. You get to take them home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Very nice. When are you going to start your new channel, The TheCardconomist? I don't know about that, but we could start a financial economics channel. But the problem is then I'd have to call myself The Economist, and that already exists. There we go. Very nice. All right. Place that over there and toss this over here. Luis Oyervides, you ready? So here's Magnezone, Inteleon, Meganium. Here's Litleo, Sandslash, Xerneas. Here's Grumpig, Switch, Cinderace. And aha! Ooh, beautiful Vulpix. Nice, dude. Look at the centering. It's actually quite nice. Okay. Gotta pick up something. Okay, lovely Vulpix. And then finally, what do we have here? Another Vulpix and Mega Venusaur. Very nice. Forgot to mention, new baggie, Thank you so much, Lewis. Welcome back, man. Okay, very nice. Oh, we just pay him to open cards and keep everything. Yeah, that'd be a sweet gig if you ask me, man. That'd be sweet as hell. There we go. Some YouTuber has it like that, I'm sure. Some YouTuber's that popular that he just receives a ton of free money and for basically for nothing. Not me. I gotta work for the money. He works hard for the money. The Economist. Yeah, we could do that. That would make sense. Okay, there we go. Oh. I didn't know if he held them for a while, if he was mailing every day. Oh, we do hold them for a while. That's correct. We do hold them for a while. That's exactly right. We don't ship it until you pay for a round of shipping. However, you also can't leave your stuff over here for longer than 1 year. It's recommended you ship before 11 months. You can also intentionally reset the age of your bag for $5. So you can reset the age of your bag. If you are international, you can reset the age of your bag for free. You just have to come in and tell me you want it reset. We do that for international guys because we know it's tough sometimes to import expensive cards. So there it is, Luis Oyervides. There's the age of his bag, is 1025, okay? Would you rather an autograph for Pokemon card to be on the card or on the slab? Definitely on the card. So it still has value if it's on the slab, okay? Like if, you know, Pope Leo signed your Pop Leo slab, that's still valuable. But if it's on the card itself, that is going to be more valuable in my opinion, just because it's like deeper to the root of the thing that has value. Or like the plastic slab itself doesn't have tons of value. It's just a piece of plastic. The card is what has value. Let's pop this over here. All right. So, Luis Oyervides, I got to pick a box for you now. What is this? I just got a booster pack laying around, huh? This is trash. Okay, Luis Laura. We could put you in box 3. Or I could put you in the closer box 2. What's this? Here's an Isaac Thomas bag. Probably from when the iBox was overflowing. All right, we're going to put you in box number 2, I believe. There we go. Box number 2. And this shall go over here, perhaps. Let's get this sticker up here. Come on, man. What is that? What am I grabbing? Are these sleeves? I just grabbed some sleeves. Put these sleeves over here. The stickers over here. Just cleaning up a little bit. You know, this light stuff like this, I put it on top of the boxes, and there's so much of it. There's so much of that little stuff just floating all over the place. Oh, so I had 2 bags of these. Some plastic for my plastic. Okay. There we go. Nice and clean. Organized. Organized. Got to be organized. Hey, here's a cute little Hoppip Merlin 3 for $17. Very cute. PSA 9. Really, it's a pretty good deal. How do you feel about enhanced booster boxes in comparison to regular booster boxes? With the box topper, I think people who try to collect those box toppers are going to discover their... Well, I don't know. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. The fact that it gets a reverse hollow stamp is pretty cool. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It sort of turns the booster box into a different kind of unit. Because in the past, you could think of it sort of like the most efficient way to acquire packs. Now it's going to be booster bundles. Booster bundles are the most efficient way to acquire packs. And booster boxes are more like a specialty product like ETBs. So that's what's going on with that. And maybe Pokemon wanted it that way. I'm not sure. All right, let's take a quick look. Ready? Look at that. Mr. Brett Love has a Master Chief Hardlight for sale for $200. The same as this one, but this is the PSA 10. So you can see we've tried to grade these, and he must have pulled one. Boy, I wonder if I could crack it and regrade it if it had a chance for a 10 at all. That was recently priced. I'll set that to the side now. Okay. You want the auto authenticated. New release by Sun Kill Moon. Oh, I'm going to be listening to that. I just got a notification from YouTube. I love that guy. Although he hasn't put out any good music in a long time. You ever get like an artist and they had like really good music in the past and then he hasn't made good music in a long time? Yeah. Okay. So let's grab this. Here's Philip Adornato. 1 pack snipe time. 1 Mega Evo pack. Mega Evo pack. All right, you got it. So let's grab that. Ooh. Time for a golden card to pop out. I can see why YouTube wants you to stream in vertical mode. It allows you to swipe through other lives. Well, I don't know exactly why they want to do it that way. It could just be the case that it turns out a lot of people are using YouTube in vertical mode. And so it could just be the case that that's how we're running into people. You know, maybe there's actually a shockingly large audience for vertical mode now. And nobody has kind of figured that out yet. All right. Okay. Let's see. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete this and hit delete. All right, there we go. Very nice. So let's go ahead and put this into Philip Ross's bag. Mr. Philip. Mr. Philip. Which box do we have you in? Man, I had to put you in the furthest box because it's ironically easier to get into. Here it is. Thank you, Philip. You did pick up Mega Manectric. I accidentally swiped and got a fully tattooed man with a clown haircut praising Jesus Christ. Dear Jesus. Maybe Jesus will give him better fashion sense. So I don't think the hard light would have changed in price. Here is a Master Ball Roaring Moon Anthony Kalura. All right, guys, the queue is empty now. We are. Let's go ahead and do some pricing on these slabs. This is the first week of October. Yesterday was a bit slow. It was a slow Tuesday. Roaring Moon. Sometimes we have really busy weeks. Sometimes we have slower weeks. Here's Roaring Moon. If you're watching and you want to open up a booster pack or do something like that, enter into a break, pull some live customs, pull some pokey shuffles, all you got to do is head over to the description of the live stream. That's where it happens, okay? So the cheapest one. Okay, so this has actually gone down in price. This, I swiped by accident, saw the tattooed guy. This, let's grab a sleeve. How many pack cards in the Mega Evolutions? Ooh, I don't know. Very nice. And this shall say 20. There's 4 pack cards. And good. So that's cheaper now. That's a PSA 10, by the way. Here's Paldean Whooper. Paldean Whooper. All right. That's a 9 on the Paldean Whooper, huh? PSA 9. Paldean Whooper. Let's see. So Paldean Whooper's cheaper as well. Wow. So some of these got a little bit cheaper over time. You know, it's not a surprise because there's been such a demand in the market for hot slabs. And probably what's going on is as time goes by, PSA is managing to grade millions of them. So the ones that are not super collectible get caught up with, you know. Okay. Here's Chef. Hey, Chef. Chef's pretty popular from South Park. God, I miss old South Park. I really do. I'm really feeling that feeling like I'm missing it. PSA 10 South Park Chef. Okay, so normally I talk about how some cards... So, here it is. This Chef card is $250 on eBay. So his is already underpriced the way it is. I'll leave it alone. This is a good price on this card. Okay. And then here's Topps Halo. And he wants $55. This is an SGC 10. See it? It's a beautiful card. And SGC did give it a 10. It's probably a 10, you know. It's probably a really clean card. It is. SGC grades a lot of square cut cards. They grade cards, baseball and sports cards and all that, right? Well, I'd say that makes them probably pretty legitimate for grading these styles of cards. You know, SGC wasn't famous for Pokemon card grading. They were famous for sports card grading. And a lot of sports cards are printed by Topps. Yes. I'm going to lower this to 49. Wait, was this an Adam Pashuis card? This was an Adam Pashuis card. I'm pretty sure it was. Here it is. Yeah. A little fast, acting a little fast there. So we are working on pricing up the consignment slabs again. Here we go. We got a little order from Eric Rodriguez. Let's hit refresh. How's it going, everybody? Happy Wednesday daytime. How's it going, everybody? Last night was pretty slow. The nighttime stream. The nighttime stream was unusually slow, I'd say. 4 of the Japanese Mega Inferno X booster packs. You got it, man. All right. We have 4 of these. Beautiful. Mr. Eric. SGC used to have the record for the most expensive card sold until the LeBron Kobe auto. There we go. Very nice. It's weird. SGC is actually owned by PSA. It's a PSA company. PSA bought them out. Cold. Cold. Mega Heracross. Wow, Mega Heracross looks cool, man. I like the way he looks. And cold. All right. Eric pulling a whole ass bug. There you go, Mr. Eric. Baseball still has the highest sold card. Hey, what's up, Taham? How's it going, man? We got a new gym challenge break for 35 bucks. Jump in there if you want to have a little fun. See if you pull a whole box. What is this? This is unpriced. So we need Eric Rodriguez. Emmanuel. You got a bag, right, Mr. Eric? Oh, the jumbo pack break. I forget about this. Here it is, Eric Rodriguez. Thank you, Mr. Eric. Appreciate it, man. Hey, how's it going, Emmanuel Valencia? I thought the Mantle 9.5 was only 12.3. It's the cigarette card I forgot. What's the dude's name, though? So this is the current jumbo pack break. You want to see what's in it? Let's take a quick look. Lord of the Rings, Metazoo, Full Metal Alchemist, Nikke. These 2 special Pokemon sets. They're not in the menu, but you can get them here. We got a whole bunch of Pokemon packs on the way here. Pokemon Gundam. A little One Piece, a little Prismatic. Here is Marvel 3. Here's the new Inferno X. And here's Spooderman. You know what? We need to get one of these in here too. Okay, so we got to have I'm going to make this break $12 sweeter. We're not going to change the number of spots in the break, but we got to have this. The latest set's got to be in here because it's so exciting. So there we go. These are all latest sets on the menu. So there we have it. That's the mega break. Nobody's in it. That's the jumbo pack break. Nobody's in it so far. The jumbo pack break's been one of the best-selling items on the menu. But, you know, eventually people got to get a little tired of getting burned in here, right? If it's the same people buying it over and over and over again, and they consistently lose $40 if they miss, which they only have a 1 in 4 odds of hitting, so you have a higher odds to miss than hit. It's not like a coin toss. You got to get tired of getting burned in there a little bit at one day. Look at this. Wax Pack Mario. Ooh. So that is one of the gym challenge breaks, and this is another one. Okay. So we do these gym breaks. There are 1 and 2 odds. We like it to be odd items. I realize the gym breaks do have a place on the table. We're going to let it be odd items. So the normal Poke Shuffles are in the Poke Shuffle box. By the way, you guys haven't seen the Poke Shuffles in a while. Why don't I show off the Poke Shuffles? You ready? So here's what's in the Poke Shuffle box. We got Gengar. We got Lickitung. We got Florigato. We got Brute Bonnet. Dark Flareon in the box. That's first edition. That's nice. This nice Gardevoir. That's nice. This Legendary Collection Beedrill that no one's pulled yet. Mega Venusaur. Here's Pidgeotto. This is actually a 10. Look, it says 125 on it. How long ago did this go in? Here's Nidorino Square Cut. We've got the Butterfree Coin. Crystal Guardians Charmander. This is real nice. Look at that. There's a classic Bulbasaur. Here is the chase card, and it's a PSA 10 Jolteon. So that is 1996 Poker Jolteon. It's taking the place of this $120 Cubone card. I actually think that's a huge pull, right? Like, isn't that Jolteon more than $100? Let me look it up for you guys. I'm very generous with the poker cards sometimes just because I have so many of them. Jolteon poker. The Jolteon's worth more than 100, isn't it? Okay, Jolteon's worth about 120. I take it back. No, it's an exact replacement. Here is a beautiful Zapdos Holo. This is the Poke Shuffle box. $5 chance for a slab. Palafin's still in here. He's been in there forever. I noticed some slabs never get pulled, and I think it's because of the shuffle. Like, it's possible for a card to just avoid ever getting grabbed. Here is the Team Rocket Zapdos. We've got Team Rocket Giovanni. We have a Urachu. Here is a Dragonair. Look at that. Wow, that's really pretty. So vibrant. Here's a Poker Beedrill. And last but not least, one more chase card. So this is Onyx from Team Rocket Returns. Pretty cool. Got a 10. So that is the Poke Shuffle box. We could probably put more stuff in there if we want. Boy, we're going to have a lot of Poke Shuffle slabs when those tag slabs finally start coming back from tag. We need those slabs back. I need that return because I've now put a lot of money into tag. And I'm ready for some of this to come home now. Let me hit refresh on this. I hope that finishes soon, man. All right. So, Mr. Sung In Zhang, he says 3 Infernos. Hey, what's up, man? 3 Infernos. Here they are. Lovely. Ta-da! Let's snip it up. Inferno X is the new set, guys. There's a very, very good Charizard to chase after in here. Nobody has pulled it. If you pull it, you're going to be the first one to get a clip of yourself pulling it and post it up on the channel. Cold. Here's Zacian. Hey, you got a nice Zacian out of that. How's it going, man? Welcome back. I'm glad you popped back in. We are. All right, let's see. CSZ. Ugh. All right. Ooh. Very good. Okay. What else we got going on today? We have an order from our friend Elizabeth. How's it going? Not sure if I have anything with you or how much time I have left to ship. If I don't have anything, just add to store credit. I hope things are going well on your side, Elizabeth. So let's see. I will start to look around for you. We're looking for stuff to ship for Miss Elizabeth. I suspect you might have something, but you know what? It'll take me a second to find out. We got these overflow bags. Oh, Team Rocket hits, huh? Is there no room in the box? Yeah, there's room in that box. Let's get that up there. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Actually, he had enough stuff that he was definitely filling that box up. Here's another gigantic Sarah Dusenberry bag. Okay, and then these are the wide sleeves. Now, here we go. You ready? So it's NHCC hits. We got Jeff Leon. I wonder where Jeff is. We haven't seen Jeff in a really long time. Jeff Leon. I wonder if he comes back. I think Jeff is taking a break, if I had to bet. Here's Joey Maycumber. I'd like to see Joey Maycumber come back, too. Okay, there's Jeff Leon. Arthur. Aha, we got a little Elizabeth Reigns bag. It's pretty small. I'll see if there's more, okay? Here's a Moody Joe. Who the hell's Moody Joe? No date on that bag. Here is a Sarah Dusenberry bag. Another Sarah Dusenberry bag. She's ready for another ETB. Another Sarah Dusenberry bag. And who's this? This is Brandon Warder. Oh, nice. Well, we can just put this in the B boxes. Plenty of room in the B boxes right now. Good. Okay. So Brandon Warder is back in that B box now. We're actually clearing up a thing that was kind of overstuffed over here, and it's our overflow boxes. So that's a Brett Love. Does Brett have a secondary box? No. I'm going to put Brett Love over here as well. Okay, Brett's going in those B boxes. Brett Love again. Okay, bet this is all Brett Love. Yep, Brett Love. Jonathan Morris. You know, I haven't seen Jonathan Morris in a while. Hey, what's up, JM Life? I watched the rewind of the stream. Awesome stream. Yeah, I got everything situated. All good now. Just don't want to lose anything I have with you. I'm not sure how much time I have. You should have plenty of time. That says 4:25. That's a long time. Here's Diane Bailey, Diane Bailey, Diane Bailey, Diane Bailey, Diane Bailey, and an Aaron Conyers, which is an actual expired bag. So this is expired a long time ago, in fact. I'll place this here for now. Okay, so what do we do here? So this is Jeff Leon's hits. I wonder how he's got to come back for those. I know he'll come back for those. I wonder how he's just taking a big break. Be nice of him to pop in. All right, so here you just got a little bag, Miss Elizabeth. And what I'll do for you, why don't we just update the bag? 10.25. Okay, it's a real small one, so it's not a big deal. And where do we keep the e-boxes? So the e-boxes are kept on my left. You would technically go in this box right here. So you're just in the e-boxes where your stuff belongs. And that's it. You had no other stuff. Now, the other thing we could sort out here is all these Sarah Dusenberry bags are probably worthy of having their own ETB. Sarah already has an ETB, but she actually has so much stuff that she's going to get a second ETB. And let's see. So she's got this current ETB up here is perfectly full. So let me stand up and get an ETB for Sarah now, guys. So we got to find out where we put all this. That's what we ought to do. So, and same with Brett Love. So Sarah and Brett Love need to be moved. Let's see. I'm going to take this box down. A little organizing going on here, guys. We're going to put Mr. Brett right here. And then we're going to put Sarah right here. Cool. So those are on this shelf over here now. Ow. Now I'm coming back here with a fresh box for Sarah. Sarah's been very good to us over the last year or so. There we go. Mister, what's a good pack on the menu to get and keep sealed in your opinion, of course? Well, Prismatic, Destin Rivals, 151. Maybe Paldean Fates, which is already very expensive. Okay. Inferno X is cool, but other than the Charizard, now there's some good cards in there. The Charizard really kind of monopolizes the top pulls in that set. It doesn't monopolize them, it overshadows them. That's the right word. Try and get one a little bit thicker. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, great. Good. Can the $9 I sent you for shipping just go into my bag for credit? Absolutely. Let's do that. Yeah, we don't want to ship such a small bag. That wouldn't be useful, would it? So that's exactly what we need to do. All right. I'm glad things are working out for you, Miss Elizabeth. I was worried about you. Here we are. There we go. Okay, so that's a store credit. Boop. Good. I saw that I won the $45 pack fight. Did you pull the 10 Nikke after? Did not check the full rewind. The pack fight. What are you talking about? JM Life, I'm a little confused. Can you give me more details what you're referring to? That's a little confusing to me. All right, no orders in the queue. So we had a slow Tuesday night. We're having a slow Wednesday morning. Somebody told me it's because it's October 1st and everyone does rent and everything on October 1st. Is that true? Maybe that's the reason. A little bit of a slow, you know what it also is? I'll tell you what it is. I have this theory that when a new set comes out, everyone goes ham on the new set and then they have no money left. So we're in the no money left phase. That's what's going on. Here's Latios. Everyone already blew their load. We are. It's fun how things can work in a cycle like that. Miss Alexis is heading over. All right. Okay. The $45 1/2 Pokemon box. 1/2 Pokemon box. Wasn't it Isaac that won it last night? It was Isaac, right? JM Life, what's your I'm confused. He won it, huh? So let's grab this Latios. Okay, we need to have stuff to do on days when everyone's all spent, like trades and stuff like that. Is there anyone who wants to use their raw cards for a trade? Maybe I'll work that out with you guys because I love trades. Here's Latios. So that's Adam Pashuas, Latios, Pop 3, and a pair. It's just this strange little airport card set, but it hasn't sold so far. What was the last big hit for OP13 on this stream? Nothing. We've been opening up tons of OP13 and no big pull has come out of the last couple of cases. I know you're asking that because you're wondering, ooh, has a manga already been pulled? And a manga was pulled, but it was pulled right when the product came out. That was a lot of cases ago. Here we are. We're going to set this down to 140. Okay, we'll set this to 310.25. Good. No, it's been a long time since a big hit came out of there. But that's actually true for all of our One Piece product. None of the One Piece product has had a big manga get pulled out of it in a long time. It is, so there might be one around the corner. I know you're looking for that. Hi, I haven't opened or been here in ages. What are the chances you still have my cards? I know I had a bag and one slab. Hey, what's up, Zach Brown? Is the name of the bag and slab Zach Brown? Let me look it up. After 1 year, it's considered expired. And we donate it. Is it Zachary Brown? Ooh, no, you're in trouble, Zachary, because you were last here on 3/24. That's a really long time ago. It's like 1.5 years ago. I am like 99% sure it's gone. We are. It says here you only had 2 orders, though. It couldn't have been too much. Am I allowed to know how many boxes are left in the current OP13 case? I really can't reveal that. That's not fair. But I think what you're trying to do is see if a major hit has already come out of a case. I wouldn't know anyways. So like, let's say there's 2 boxes left in the case. Those 2 boxes could actually have the hit. But we got these boxes that are all mixed up anyways, because I bring a bunch in the room and then I open new cases. So it's all jumbled up anyways. But, you know, yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you if the hit's already come out of the case. We're not allowed to say anyways. But, yeah, it would be very hard to tell. All right. Sorry, it was like 2 days ago, I think. I fell asleep during the pull, says Mr. JM Life. Yeah? What's the name on the bag, Mr. JM? Tell me the name on your bag. I'll go look your bag up, okay? I'll help you out. So we lowered this, Mr. Adam, to 140. This is the Latios and a pair Pop 3. There it is. That's what it looks like on the back. This is actually an airplane card deck. Comes from like an airplane company. Pretty interesting. Here we are. Here we are. Okay, we have an order from our friend Jonas Gordon. Jonas is back. It was so late in my country. Sure. Oh, are you Jonas Gordon? You're Jonas Gordon, aren't you? You are Jonas Gordon. Let's take a quick look. So, Mr. Jonas, here's your bag. Konnichiwa. So, you definitely have some girl cards right here. See this? Haha. I'm not a towel, says Anyman. All right. There it is. So here are your cards. Nice. Nice. Hope that helps. Maybe you're talking about this stuff right here. You talking about this stuff? Looks like you got a whole box of that Scarlet. Oh, it was a Scarlet box break, wasn't it? Yeah, so it looks like you did pull it, and you had a nice Ryolu pop out, and the main hit is that woman, the barbarian lady. By the way, we have another gym break going on. This is for a whole box of Kaiju 8. $35 for Kaiju 8. Here's another gym break. This is for a whole booster pack of red overalls Mario. Notice his overalls are red. That is an error. And so there's 2 types of these boosters, the old red one and the corrected blue one. Pretty cool. But that's only $35 for half of the booster slab. Also, we actually just have a slab for sale. Look at this. Oh, no. That's saved for Ivan. I'm just doing him a favor. Here's a nice booster slab. $600 for that. If you buy that, I'll open it right now. I'll crack it out and open it. We also have this break, and we have this Raichu, and actually we have to price up this Raichu as well. Hi, no, you're a towel. No, you're a towel. You're a towel. Okay, let's take a quick look. We're going to say PSA 7 Evolutions Booster. Ready? All right, so we want the cheapest one, obviously. The cheapest one is going to be Raichu at $90. So a little bit cheaper as a 7 rather than an 8. Mister, I want to buy a slab, but a graded pack. But a grade pack? What? Well, that one's for sale right there. There it is. That is for sale. Wait, did I say 80 or 90? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's 90. It's not 80. It's 90. It's 90. I probably said that out loud and then I wrote down 80. My bad. Come on. That Raichu. There it goes. Okay, that is the cheapest bite now price on this slab. That's a 7. This is an 8. This is an 8. Sandstorm's really cool. You could crack this open. And here is base set Charizard. It's Charizard. All right. Oh. Do you have any Ancient Origin ones? I believe I have one Ancient Origin pack somewhere. It's funny that you guys all want Ancient Origins. But, you know, you could just hop into our Ancient Origins box break if you're interested in some Ancient Origins that way, too. So don't forget about that, guys. Ancient Origins box break right here. Good. Oh, did we update the giveaway list? We did not. So this needs to be updated to 190 for Mr. Mark J. Valerian. Okay. He kind of scared me there. 190. What more can I try than Hello Kitty? You want to try something new? Yeah, you're looking for some new stuff? Well, let's take a look at your current order. 2 Hello Kitty packs. Okay, it looks like you're going for the Weiss Hello Kitty. Have you tried Metazoo? There's Metazoo Hello Kitty, by the way. There's a ton of packs on the menu. It is. Is that a dead spider? No, that's Fuzz. Yeah, or cool slab. Are your booster pack slabs slab away eligible? Yo, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. You can put those in slab away. Ready? Food. All right. Pochaco. Look at that Pochaco. How nice. I would hop into the AO break, but I mainly want packs to collect them for their design. Here is the Doggy. Borf. Very nice. All right. Mr. Jonas. Picking up some Hello Kitty. You know, you didn't pull actual Hello Kitty. Pulled these other characters. There you are. Very nice. Did you guys see this? This is $200. It is like $240 on eBay. But Mr. Team Rocket Grunt's selling it for only $170 up on the table. Thought I'd show that off to you guys. So this is basically on clearance. He wants a fast sale. Austin Newsome, Ghost of the Past. Oh, imagine this Ghost of the Past is the Ghost of the Past, the one with the ghost bear in it. There we are. Got one of these. By the way, if you guys didn't know this, I received a new case of Ghost from the Past. We have a fresh case of it now. Fresh case of it. There we go. Ghost from the Past has sold so steadily for us over the years. We just always have it as a result. Okay. Cold. All right. Sorry, Mr. Austin. That's a cold one. 6'7", says Punchball. He said it. He said the thing, guys. He said it. Oh, that's really funny. 6'7". All right. What the? You funny, man. Okay. refresh. How much are the Ghosts of the Past boxes? I think there's 4 packs per box. And then there's 5 boxes in a display box. So you can do the math. Do you have any Mew, Mewtwo, Charmander, or Squirtle? Or Squirtle, you say? Boy, those are all the ones that sell really fast. I don't know if I have any of those just laying off, you know, laying off the bat, just laying around, just waiting to be plucked. What do we have here? We've got Fanpea for 25 bucks. That's really good. This Celebi Venusaur with the updated price. Did you guys catch this? New Rocket Pack Split. Beautiful. You might want to jump in there, guys. Okay, Pack Split is back. And here's a Rainbow Pidgeot. Okay, beautiful stuff. Okay, Miss Alexis is here. She has announced herself. There we go. All right. Let's grab all this, and place it down here. Good. We are going back through the slabs, everybody. All right, so this is coming out. Beedrill, Kakuna, Weedle. They didn't sell as a group. Now they're going to be sold as individual slabs. Actually, I wonder if I could sell these on eBay as a group. I think eBay would, somebody would buy it on eBay. Be an interesting one. I've never sold a, never tried to sell a group on eBay before. Yeah, I should sell it that way on eBay. Instead of destroying their, there we go. Instead of destroying their sequential search setup here on the table, let's go ahead and place it like this, this, and this. Okay. And now let's take a careful picture. I think eBay would be the way to go. Yeah, let's give it a shot at eBay. Okay. All right, and we'll set this to a nice little price here. There we go. Off to eBay. That's our new thing, guys. We are listing a lot of cards onto eBay now. And increasing the amount of cards that we grade dramatically. Apex says your streams make my day. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Wish there was a way to sort of like string the 2 streams back to back in YouTube, where you can just kind of hook them together. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? What do we have here? We've got the Gengar break. Have you guys not considered jumping into the Master Ball Gengar break? Staff Gengar. He's the new big break. Okay, lovely. The Master Sword, which I'm ready for that to come down, really. That's been rotating for too long. Here's a cute little $15 Hoppip. Here's a cute little Persian. You know what? The Hoppip should be a giveaway. He's just $16. Not really. He's not really that crazy in terms of value. 16 to 20, somewhere in that range. I mean, online, he might be worth more like 35, to be honest. Yeah, his online value is probably like 35. Here on the table, I was just getting rid of him. So I'll give that away later. Set that up a little bit later. Here's a Paldean Whooper. Here's a Chef. What's this over here? Here's a Marowak. That's an interesting looking card. So this is on sale. It's called Snow White Union Arena signature card. Beautiful. We'll save that. We're not going to put that up on eBay because eventually I'm going to run out of cards in that Waifu Shuffle. Let me go ahead and hit play on the music. All right, let's see your questions. So, you have any Skeptile? I might. I don't think I do, but I might. How much to go through my bags, says Mike's Side. You got a lot of bags, Mike's Side. Maybe we take a peek at them. Let me see if there's anyone on queue. Greetings from New Zealand. I hear New Zealand's really beautiful, Mr. Persian NZ. Just wondering, what's your most expensive slab you own and the value? I own a lot of expensive cards now. They were not always that expensive, but over time they got really expensive. Hat Trio of slabs is on your eBay now. Yep. The Cardconomist, that's the name of the eBay channel. You can set me up as one of your preferred sellers or something like that, so you can actually save me as a seller. All right, let's see. We are going to go ahead and take a picture of this and the All Slabs channel. If you find a slab on eBay and you come here and ask to buy it here, I'll give you 5% off the eBay price. All right. Place this in here. I'm opening Wild Card NFL, 5 cards for 100. Every card is 1 of 1. Nice link. You have more link cards? Yeah. You can find pictures of our Zelda cards in our Discord server, just to be clear. So if you're brand new to the channel, guys, we use our Discord server as kind of like a shop. So check it out. This is the All Slabs October channel, and take a look. See, look, there's another link right there, 40 bucks. You can see we're filling this out right now. It's a brand new channel because it's October. So those all have fresh prices on them. So you can go in there and shop for slabs, even if I'm not live, or in case you missed them as they were rotating. I know Greninja goes fast. Do you have any? I used to have a Greninja 9, but I think I'm going to cross that one. I'm going to cross grade that one. We have a Jonas Gordon. He says English 151. All right, you got it. English 151. Here it is. Ta-da! How do I get to that channel? That's the Discord server. You got to click on the link in the description to the Discord server. There's a link in the description that'll take you there. Oh, that's actually a good pull. You pulled a nice reverse hollow Gengar. He goes for a lot of money these days. Here it is. Great pull in there. Jonas Gordon. Okay. How do you think the shutdown is affecting the look of America upon the rest of the world? I don't know. Probably makes America look like it's, you know, in a really stiff conflict between the Democrats and the Republicans. But, you know, this sort of problem's occurring pretty much in every Western country right now. Like you have Reform UK, you got the ADL in Germany, you've got, what's her name, Marine Le Pen? Is it Mary Le Pen in France? So every country right now is dealing with the same populist movement. And so they probably look at us and feel like our politics are somewhat like their politics, somewhat. The only difference is everyone over here has guns and we're all shooting each other right now. Here, no, that's not true. That's a non-nuanced nuanced look at what's going on. So it's a little more sophisticated than that. But yeah, we do have guns, and there's been quite a lot of shootings over the last week. But other than that, our politics look similar. Every country is dealing with the same slow decline economically, the draining of the treasury, the increase in the cost of living, the rising country debt, and people are looking around for somebody to blame, and they're saying, well, it's all these people we're paying for who aren't supposed to be here. So every country is doing that right now. Beatrice says, aloha, mister. Can I please get a slab away of the PSA 8 EX Sandstorm packs? All right, you got it. It's all yours. So this is for Beatrice. Here it is, Beatrice. How do you think the shutdown is affecting the look of America? How do I get to that channel? Anyway, you can tell me what 2 packs I have in my bag, says Dennis Mariani. You got just 2 packs in your bag. That's what you're saying? What 2 packs do I have in my bag? Here they are. It's that's Sneaker Bunko Volume 2, and that's Gem 2. There you go, Dennis. All right. Open that booster. So this is going to be Miss Beatrice. You were thinking about grabbing this one, Mr. CS Man. It's a nice pack, but it's not a 10. So, you know, if you feel like you have the financial ability to pick up the 10, the 10's probably more tempting anyways. All right, here we go. Yeah, like some people ask me if I only value PSA 10s. No, that's not true. I value all of them. They're just varying grades of an actual collectible. But because I can afford a 10, I typically just pick up the 10. That's what I usually do. But I bought 9s too. I buy 9s. And if I grade 8s and 9s and 7s, it's not like I don't value 8s and 9s and 7s. They all have a place. Here you go, Miss Beatrice. All right. How long do you see it lasting? The shutdown? That's a great question. I got no clue. Could last a long time. Because the Democrats and the Republicans are at such a severe, fight with each other, such a severe break with each other. The Democrats could just indefinitely not vote on a functioning government. Who caves first? Who knows? All right. October, 25. Beatrice Moniz. PSA 8. Sandstorm. Booster. $600. 580 remains. Thank you, Beatrice. Okay. Let's go move this over into the Slab Away for booster packs place. Look at these two items, too. These were two items I bought somewhat recently. Look, this is already covered in dust. All the stuff in my room eventually gets covered in dust. So I bought this when Glory of Team Rocket was coming out. I bought that because I was scared that I would not get another chance. I was scared they would shoot way up. PSA 10. Rocket. And what if I scroll down? Will this just show up? Let's say Rocket Booster, maybe? No, that's not showing up. Let's try saying First Booster. First Booster. Not showing up at all. Who knows what I paid for it? All right. Hey, how's it going, Beatrice? You low-key helped me out. My favorite Pokemon is Lapras. No, Beatrice, you kind of made my decision super easy. All right, let me put this up here. And let me put this with the other booster slabs. I got all these old booster slabs. I'm totally going to send those in. We were looking at my booster slab collection today, or yesterday, or last night. I guess technically today. But we were looking at it, and I had all these old booster slabs. I'm going to get the upgrade on all those. I'm going to do a re-encapsulation on them. Okay, Nicholas Magno. And he says 6 packs of OP13. What's up, Nicholas? All right. So 6 packs of this. First time order. I think it's his first time order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the bonus pack, pack number 7. We're giving you a bonus pack because it's your first time order. Are you ready? Okay, bonus pack if you place a first time order, guys. All right. Here we are. Wait, is this his first time order? Okay. What's the price of that Persian? The Persian. Is it a poker Persian? Look at this. 19 bucks. We're just letting it go. 19 bucks. The real PSA 9 price online is probably closer to 35 bucks if I had to guess. Tell me that slab. Which slab you want? Here's. You're talking about the Team Rocket booster slab? Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Look at all these. So here is one SR, whole bunch of hollows. Okay. We've got one of these and one of these. All right, there we have it, Nicholas. Thank you, Nicholas. Good. How much does it cost you to grade 500 slabs with tag? A lot of money. A whole lot of money. It's not cheap at all, in fact. So I got to, right now what's going on is I've sent them 500 cards to grade, but I have not gotten them back, but I'm out of that cash now too. So right now I just got this hole missing, big chunk of money missing. And then on top of that, I bought that $14,000 slab. So I'm definitely money shy right now, but that's okay. I manage my accounts extremely well and everything is well funded. It's just, there's that you know, Scrooge McDuck part of me that wants to rejuvenate that supply I had. Wants to build it back up. All right, Mr. Nicholas. There we go. You're not allowed to be underfunded as a card shop. You'll go out of business. I bet that's why a lot of card shops fail right there, is they don't manage their funds well enough, and then they take a gamble on something, and then the gamble goes wrong. Okay? And as a result of the gamble going wrong, they go out of business. $14,000 slab. Yeah, I bought a, it was 13.7. Did I show it off already? Most of the U.S. is in a drought right now. Like a rain drought or a Pokemon card drought? Because I feel like we're in a Pokemon card drought. All right, here it is. Clicking on it. All right. Shining Tyranitar. I ended up paying $14,000. It was 13.7. Can't wait for it to arrive. I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. Cool, right? It's got a good cert on it too. The certification's pretty fresh. Cash flow is hard. We have to predict demand. All right. Fancy Tyranitar. That is the Japanese Tyranitar, which it looks insane. If you've never seen the Japanese version of the Shining Pokemon, they all look insane. And they're all costing more than the English version because they're much more rare than the English version. People just don't understand that. All right. I've known that for a long time. I've been waiting to buy one of those. Just haven't found the right one for a long time. Mr. Jonas, he says he'll take another one of those 151s. You got it, Mr. Jonas. 151 English. Badass. Japanese is better than English. Not in all cases, but in some cases. Like, here's a case where the English does much better than the Japanese. In the Gold Star era, you had the reverse hollow stamped cards. The Japanese didn't get those. So, you know, it can go back and forth a little bit. But in this case, the Japanese version of the Neo 4 cards is definitely superior as a result of their really sharp, contrasty colors, really strong texturing, but most of all, the difference in the population, where the English Tyranitar is around population like 400, the Japanese one's population like 67, I think. There's Jonas. So, you know, people don't talk enough about that. The Japanese ones should actually cost much more than they currently do. There you go. I want to buy the new Charizard SAR. How long should I wait? Geez. There's no perfect way to predict when to buy it because I've seen both scenarios. I've seen a scenario where the card gets graded and then it costs way too much and then it goes down in price over time as a lot more of them are graded. I've also seen the reverse where it comes out, it's way overpriced, and then as time goes by, it just gets even more overpriced somehow. Like it just goes from expensive to way more expensive. I've seen both. I don't think there's a way to time the market. You know, you wish you could. You can make a gamble whether you think he's underpriced at his current price. And this can be based off of a history of cards that have a similar desirable look. But certain variables are hidden from you. You'll never know these variables. For example, how much of it do they plan on printing? The amount they plan on printing affects it. Here's another example. How easy does he pull? Here's another example. After you pull him, how easy does grade 10? All those things affect the value of the card and whether it goes up or down after launch. So it's not easy to actually predict when you should buy a card. Just like you don't know when to buy crypto and you don't know when to buy stocks. You can have a gut feeling like you know. There's just no way to know. It's a mystery. If you plan on acquiring the card, I would say make sure you have a couple cards you want to acquire and make sure you compare his price against theirs and look for value. There's no real straight answer to it. Here it is. You might end up overpaying. If you overpay, the real question is, are you going to panic and sell it? That's when you make a big mistake, is when you panic and sell. So when Pokemon's going up in price, it's almost addictive how fun it is to buy Pokemon. When they start consistently going down in price, you get this terrible regret in your stomach. You say, oh, I'm going to sell now. I'm going to sell. That's the big problem. That's where a lot of people, I think, lose, is when you start regretting that you own Pokemon cards and you start rapidly selling them you know, as a motivated seller, that's when you lose. So try to avoid being a motivated seller. We are. All right, we got Waluigi Superstar. Now, I personally, so there's one of these for sale online for $100. And I put mine at 80, and I just feel like 80 is too high. We're going to put it at a lower price than 80. We're going to put it at, we're going to put ours at 60. I just feel like, I don't know, 100's way too high and 80's too high. I feel like this is more appropriate at 60. There it is. All right, so that is the Star Ace of Spades Mario card. Do you think the shutdown's going to affect the Pokemon market? No, not at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit, actually. I don't even think it's going to affect it a little bit. Okay, you ready? What's the worst thing that could happen? The United States government saves money because it stops spending so much? What's the worst thing that could happen? The United States is forced to be fiscally responsible because the Democrats and the Republicans refuse to agree to raise the debt ceiling? Oh no, that's the worst. CS Man, slap away the fossil Lapras. I'll pay off the Raichu. Sounds good. Okay, so where did I put it? I don't even know where it is. All right, let me go grab it real fast. Aha! Well, no, wait a second. That's not it. Thought I found it. Where is it? Put this here. All right, I'm hunting for it. We'll find it. We do have an Ancient Origins crowd on. Wow. Okay, hold on. I haven't found it yet. We just must have that many slabs. Where is it? Ah, found it. Okay, we have a crazy number of these slabs, man. Well, this one should be for sale too, actually. All right, give me a minute here, guys. I'm seeing mine go up. I'm thinking about selling and reinvesting in cheaper cards that are going to have the same effect. That's an interesting idea, but it could be wrong as well. The idea that one card's moving slow and the other card's moving fast only because one's expensive and the other one's cheap. You know, that's probably how people felt about the Gold Star cards. Oh, well, you know, that Gold Star Gyarados is 19,000. How much higher can he go? Yeah, you can go way higher. So if you give up your precious, you know, high-end old cards, how much will it cost you to replace them one day? Do you want to risk that? All right, let's see. There is no one strategy that works. It's a confusing thing. You almost have to just look out and say, what's undervalued and why? All right. The market these days is not stupid. There's a lot of smart people all trying to make money at the same time off of the card hobby. Kind of like the grand exchange in, you know, RuneScape. There's a lot of smart people looking at this right now going, how do I make money on this market? So there's no easy meal or free lunch, I should say. We are. No risk, no reward. I got some bunko, but I don't intend to hold it. I'm going to get all the mangas and SPs I can go through. Did you grade that fossil pack? I don't remember how it was acquired. You know what's funny? One of you guys might have graded this and then sold it to me. So, you know, we have our box breaks, right? And after the box break is over, some people grade their booster slabs. And then when the booster slab's back, it's worth a ton of money if it graded 10. And so, you know, like, let's say this came back and it was like $500. I'd have been like, I'll give you a full $500 of store credit for it. And some people said, sure. And honestly, it's not a bad deal at the time, because that would have been years ago. And so 500, like, if I offered you $1,000 store credit for this fossil, you might be like, yeah, sounds good. And then I would take this fossil pack and I'd sit on it for years, and then one day sell it for a little more than I bought it for, and you got to spend some money immediately for fun. So it's a good trade, actually. It's not a terrible trade. I mean, unless you open a box of cards and they did very poorly. But that's down to RNG. That's not down to anything else than that. Okay, we're going to say September 25, CS Min, PSA 10, Fossil First Lapras Booster. Okay. $980 remains. There it is. $980. Thank you, Sessman. I'll go put this away. All right. Good. Yeah. Okay. So I got a couple other booster packs I might be interested in pricing up. This Erica PSA 9, which it looks like I had once priced it up for $500. This PSA 9 Ancient Origins, and this PSA 8 Topps Pokemon Slab. So those might get priced up, but not immediately. Actually, I need a place to set them. I don't know where to put them. Some here, I suppose. Hopefully it does go up at December. I think they all go up over time, man. I mean, unless there's some big market crash, but, you know, we're all hurt if there's a market crash. So Nicholas, let's see. He says 13 packs of OP13. You got it. So we got this one pack here. You know that. One pack was left in here. Okay. I want the AO slab. Yeah, he's cool. Oh, what's this? Just an empty box, huh? Unless the pack slid out of it. Oh, the pack slid out. That's what happened. Okay. Wait, let me put this over here in this other rocket pack then. Other rocket box. And then here is the next OP13 box. Are you willing to send packs to grading? Yes, although, you know, that might not be up to date. The price on that might not be up to date. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that real fast and hit save. I'm open-minded to that, but I need to go and investigate and see what their prices are for the pack grading. There it is. Okay. So, jumping back over here to our friend Nicholas. Nicholas, it's all about you, man. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. OP13. Now, don't you go about sniping this super hits from Miss Sarah. She's going to be sad if you snipe her. I know Miss Sarah's looking for some hitting here, too. What do we got? Snip number 1. Snip number 2. Let's do a few more, or a few less. Neat. Do you guys like these Mario cards? They're pretty interesting, huh? There we go. All right. Some hollows. Here's an SR Shanks. He's so cool. He's got the whole collar situation. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's an SR. Ooh. Scooby-Doo. Hollow. So this is like a slowed down Zelda song or something, huh? Okay, here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Mr. Nicholas. Oh, look at that. Leader card. Very cool, man. Very nice. Very nice. Well, and the funny part is there's still a hit in this box then. Okay. Because the leader card's a bonus pull. Put that away. One Piece. I'm telling you guys, One Piece sells. One of the top seller on the menu. Just sells all the time. Okay. Nicholas, if you ever don't want your hollows, just let me know, okay? I know a lot of people end up donating those, and that's why I'm aware that people must not care too much about them. Pokemon Go. These are some great breaks. Jump into the breaks, guys. Look at this. A 1 in 8 Charizard, and there's already 2 people in here. We need 6 more. 6 more. 6 more. This is a Tammy Sanrio characters priced on $725. Radiant Charizard is badass. Well, you know the Radiant Charizard's been going up in price, like really hard recently, and that trend probably isn't going to stop because he's still kind of cheap. So he's a fantastic break card. Okay, looks like the cheapest one. Okay, so this has actually gone up in price. The cheapest one is about $200. That makes Tammy's price very attractive. I wonder if, you know, even though it's a consignment card, I wonder if we could do a green price tag on it when it's underpriced. That's a new thing. We're starting to do green price tag. If you see a green price tag on a card, it means that the card is been underpriced, okay? Just so you know, you're getting a better price on it. Did you guys know this is a double-sided card? Okay. There we go. We'll grab this over here. I think we better stick to the blue. But this is a great price, guys. $190. $10.25. Okay. So now we have an order from Mr. Jonas, 151 again. Hey, what's up, Jonas? He's doing 151. Oops, 151 again. Hunting after that Charizard, huh? Snipping this, Mr. Jonas. All cards are double-sided. True. But in this case, it features an artwork on both sides. Okay. You got 1 Kangaskhan. You're rich. All right, Kangaskhan it is. Thank you, Jonas. Those 151 packs are still popular to this day. They're still selling through. I want a Sunzard so bad. Oh, you want a Sunzard? Mister, I sent the Discord message. I hope you can help me. Oh, let me take a quick look. Let's see what you got to say. Does this need to refresh? I don't think I got a Discord message from you, though, did I? So, Ivan, I don't think Mr. Ivan, I don't think I received a Discord message from you. You might have sent it to the wrong person. You might want to check into that, okay? All right. Now we have Aaron Searles, 2 Infernos. Oh, Mr. Aaron. Oh, my. Oh. You know, these Inferno packs give you a chance for some Super Mega Charizard. These are definitely not going down in desirability over the years. No way. This is a pretty safe set. Cold. And Reshiram. Thank you, Mr. Aaron. I'm waiting for bills and everything so I can go deep. I can't pay for those perks. We are? Yeah. Well, one thing about 151 is it is pretty old now. I don't think we can complain too heavily about the price nowadays with it being so old. It's definitely a secondhand market product, isn't it? You know, that's how it kind of works. Prismatic launching at like $17. That was pretty crazy, though. Here's Jonas, Japanese 13 One Piece. Wow, you were fast with that. How many of those did you want? 10? Ooh, he ordered those real fast, Mr. Nicholas. I did send it to the wrong person. They're probably like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you probably want to delete those. All right, what we got here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there it is, 10 packs. All right, good. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday daytime stream. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Yeah, what do we got? Snip of this. Snip of this. All right. How close are we to 100,000 subscribers, I wonder? 99,124. Wow. Crazy. All right. What we got here? We've got... Oh, you got Goldie Roger. Here's Goldie Roger. First time buying, but long time watcher. Nice. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And there we have it. Very nice. I got an Ancient Mew and a 9, but it has 2 nice swirls. What would you sell it at? Well, definitely I would ask for more money as a result of the swirls. But the question is, how much more money? You can't ask $1 million, right? So you have to be reasonable. All right. Try to compare it to other Mews on the market with similar swirl patterns. If there are no similar Mews, maybe try raising yours by like 25% and just be like, mine has the swirls. And if nobody buys, you can lower it. All right, there we go. Mr. Jonas, thank you so much for keeping us busy, Mr. Jonas. Now, Ivan says, you're looking for Venusaur. Oh, no. I'm definitely out of Venusaurs. Isn't that sad? Yeah, I'm definitely out of Venusaurs. Blastoise and Raichu. Oh, man, I should have saved you a Venusaur if only I'd known. Yeah, unfortunately, no more Venusaurs. I'm pretty sure they're all sold out. We have an order from Jonas. He wants another 151. Mr. Jonas does. Here you go, Jonas. Okay, lovely. Okay. I'm confused. I don't think that was my bag. It wasn't. That was Jonas's order. He beat you to it. That was Mr. Jonas. He was watching and he beat you to it. He bought it before you did. In fact, he placed this order too before you did. So in the time that you sent for those one-piece packs, Mr. Jonas had already purchased the rest of them and another pack of 151. As crazy as that is. But yeah, that is Mr. Jonas. He bought out those packs from you. There it is. So that went to him. I'm so sorry, man. I'm glad you got the other item, though. You got, what was it? The leader card. But you're going to get a fresh box now. But you got to be careful with that, okay? If you're buying, let's say you're buying half a box at a time, right? That gives anyone on the table the right to purchase the other half of the box. So you got to be real careful with that, okay? Here's Jonas. I want to resubmit it, but it has a tiny little thing on the back. I can't tell if it's a light scratch or dust. You know, if you can visibly see a flaw, don't even bother. Don't bother regrading it. That's not a borderline card. That's a 9. It is. I've done a lot of regrading, and you know, if a card's really, really expensive, maybe it's worth it at that point. And I guess Mew is a really, really expensive card, but you can really go into a hole trying to regrade all your cards thinking PSA hands out easy 10s. They just don't. That's why PSA 10s are so expensive and legendary, because, you know, like the fossil cards, for example, I could resubmit that Dragonite, but I know that PSA is extremely harsh in their grading of those cards, which is why there's such a low population in the first place. So it's like you resubmit at your own discretion, but they're going to kick your butt and keep all your money. That's what they're going to do. So let us go ahead and jump to the next order, which just so happens to be Mr. Nicholas. So Nicholas says the rest of that OP13 box. So I apologize, but the other guy jumped past you and got it first. But it looks like you ordered 12 packs. Let me go get you some fresh packs. So you get these last 2 here. And you get 10 from the next box. Ooh, let me reach back here. My bad, I didn't know it was quick like that. Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. Not always, not always. But if someone's watching, somebody who might be interested in it, it's sometimes extremely fast. And, you know, that could have been the manga, if you think about it. So that could have been really disappointing. Now, it happened to not be the manga, so it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. In fact, this could be the manga right here. He could have bumped you into the box that holds the manga. But, you know, just be aware of that, okay, guys? You can buy a whole box at a time. If you buy half a box at a time, that gives everyone else a chance to see what they think about it, too. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I buy from you only. 50% of my slabs are from you. I got to give you some free slabs or something, Mr. Ivan. That's very nice of you. All right, let's see. What do we got here? You ready? You can barely see that little thing on that Mew, but yeah, if you look hard enough, you can see it. Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of like you gotta make that call from experience. If you think that PSA is going to overlook a tiny flaw because it's that small, maybe go for it. But, you know, you never know. If you crack it out and regrade it, they could turn it into an 8, you know. So you just never know. Also, if you crack it out, you risk damaging it. Every single time you crack a card, there's a risk that you damage it. So it's not immune to damage. So be careful with it, okay? There we are. All right. Very good. Oops. We've got an SR so far. SR, scary looking girl. Yeah, you can barely see that little thing. My CGC 10 Chinese Gengar attack team, it's the 1/4 of a print line on it. Does it? Quarter print line. You know, it's crazy is when PSA does let a card with an obvious flaw on it through as a 10, and you kind of go, geez. It is. Because I think PSA does that kind of stuff from time to time. They make what I would consider a mistake. And so some 10s are basically like 9s, but it says PSA 10 on it, and that's what it's going to sell for. No one's going to dispute it. Buy the grade, not the card. Remember that? One guy told me that. He said, buy the grade, not the card. So funny. Okay. There we go. I'm scared to crack it. Yeah, I would be scared with that one. I would be pretty scared to crack that one. There we go. Oh, very nice. My buddy of mine sent in some cards that have white spots on the corners, and they came back 10s. I'm happy for him, but there's just no way. Yeah? So in this case, you get the Gold D. Roger Dawn card, but this time, no big snipe. Here it is. Okay, Nicholas. I'm sorry, Nicholas. Your friend Jonas might have snipey-wipey'd you earlier. Okay. All right. Very good. What do we have next? Thank you so much for the orders, Nicholas. Really appreciate it. We have an order from our good friend, Mr. Jonas. Japanese 13 one-piece times 5. He's trying to do it again! He thought that was pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Jonas thinks that this is a funny game. Ready? Garchomp, Destin, and Victini's 10. Is there a database for Cardconomist graded cards? There's technically an Excel sheet. Yeah, there's an Excel sheet that we can use to build an online database for, but we're so scrappy, and right now we're not doing any more TCCG grades. So I don't know if you guys heard about that, but I'm putting it on pause. It's not like it's impossible for me to create new ones, but I'm just pausing it. We're going to focus on tag grading for now, because I got a contract with them and they're treating me nice. So it kind of fulfills it kind of fulfills the need for kind of an in-house grading kind of situation. There it is. Mr. Jonas did not snipe this time, though. Sorry, Jonas. Jonas is laughing. He's having fun. I seen the short of you trying to crack the Mew slab and you couldn't open it. Oh my God. So that Mew slab was clearly made out of a different material. That slab was like rubber. It was rubber, not plastic. And I could tell it was just like a different kind of slab, but they don't always use it. So I don't know. They don't always use that kind of slab. Here's a little Tyranitar. It's a little Noise. Here's a little Paldea. All right, time to take some of these slabs down and replace them with new slabs. We have a Jonas. One more 151. You got it. One more 151. Here it is. Mr. Jonas keeping us busy. Snip of this. All right. What do we got? Poliwhirl Flareon. This time, just some Mahalos. Okay. Yeah, that Mew, cracking that Mew was insane. I couldn't believe how hard that was. One of the hardest slabs ever that I've ever broken open by PSA. And I thought maybe that was going to be all their slabs, but it wasn't. It was just that particular slab that they were using for the Mew. Really weird. Okay. That's weird how they changed the slabs. Kind of makes sense. All right, Mr. Sung, it says 5 of the OP13s. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Did you eventually open it? Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did eventually get it open, yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We almost knocked the camera over there. I'll jump in again soon enough. OP13 finally getting some love. Finally getting some love. This is one of the fastest selling One Piece boxes on the menu. We had so many cases of it, and we have flown through a crazy number of cases, especially Sarah Dusenberry. Sarah has eaten through tons of these. In fact, if anyone here pulls a manga, it will be like she swept a manga for you guys. We are. Because she went so deep on these. We are. Here's SR. Beautiful. Dusenberry. Miss Dusenberry. And SR. All right. That's not so bad. Display some slabbed boosties. You like the graded booster packs, huh, guys? They're a unique item. They're definitely a unique item. They are. Ooh. Okay. And that goes into your bag, Mr. Sung. All right, good. Congratulations. You will see that again. You got the Hat Man with the golden border there. Okay, good. I don't know his name. Did you receive my Uyamas? Ah, it's you. Okay, okay. So you're Anthony Haymeyer, and I always forget this. Where are we sending these? Anthony, which company? Are these going off to Tag? You are? All right. Ooh. We got Thor. It's Thor. Here's Uyama Pikachu. Here's Mew. And here are these vending machine ones. Is that for all cards or just vintage? I don't know. I heard you say PSA is getting harder on grading. Yeah, they got way harsher. Way harsher. After the 1 million or 100 million or whatever this number is, after this cert started, they got way tougher. Okay, so these arrived. I don't know what company we're sending them to, Mr. Sane/Squad. I don't know what company. Sent for the Whooper. Nice. PSA, I will send 4 for now if that's okay. We can do that. That means I got to put the rest in your bag, I think. Okay, so let's play this music. Clicking on this. Mr. Jonas says he will take 1 more of these 151 packs. Here it is. Oh, lovely. Miss Fem says, dang. Yeah, they leveled up their grading harshness really severely after the certain certification point. They actually made an announcement about it. They announced they were doing that. Here it is. They announced that the grading standards will be higher. And so, yeah, it means if you see those new certification numbers, if you see them, it means you got a nice, good card that's probably better than the old certification numbers. So, yeah, something to pay attention to. I love the Merlin stickers. I want a PSA 10 collection. I have the Merlin Gengar as a 10. Yeah, I have the Merlin Gengar as a 10 right now. Here we are. Here's a Schmirowak. Lovely Schmirowak. Think I should put those stickers back on the menu? I probably should. William Wafter's here. He wants the Paldean Whooper. Okay, so step number 1, we have to pay out Anthony Kalura. Aha, here it is. Anthony Kalura is owed $3,675. I wonder if he's ever coming back, man. Okay. All right. There it goes. He has given us some huge amounts of cards to sell for him. He could probably take that money and convert it into one big expensive slab if he wanted to. There it goes. Good. Those are consignment slab sales. Anything with the blue label we're selling for someone else. Pretty cool. Like this one right here is also an Anthony Kalura slab. Our price on the table is $10 cheaper than the eBay price. That's kind of nice. Okay, good. What else was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just... Oh, right, we're waiting for that payment for the grading, probably. Okay. Hello Kitty break. The staff break. The Persian. I'm going to give this to Ivan Rodriguez. All right. So I'm just going to gift him this one. I was already trying to sell that one a little bit on the cheap side. I feel like that's a slab he would have ended up buying for me. Here we are. I think this is... Oh, it's going to be another Jonas Gordon. Should I hold my PSA 3 Torchic Gold Star? Yeah, I'd say if you want to, I'd say it's a good one to hold. That card seems to do really well, and so I don't see why that would stop doing well over time. Okay, 151. He says he wants a secret rare this time. eBay fees are irritating. Yeah, got to pay the eBay fees. eBay, they're a good company, though. You know, they help you sell your card pretty fast. They really do. Oh, just hollows this time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Hey, guys, I got a fun question for you guys today. What do you think would be the absolute coolest thing to put into the Poke Shuffle? What would be the absolute coolest thing that you can possibly think of? We are. So there's a little puzzle for you guys to solve. Thank you, mister. Don't forget to add to the donation list. Oh, yeah, I put myself on this list, huh? Actually, I should do that for the other thing, too. So I'll put myself number 3, TCC. I'm going to round it up to 20 bucks, and then I'm going to round the little hop up to... I'm going to round it down to 15 bucks, so we'll come out to 35. There it goes. Okay. PSA 10 Sunzard would be crazy. Nah, he couldn't fit in there. It has to be within $100. Game Boy with updated LED screen. The Game Boys, do you guys want to break on the Game Boys? That'd be interesting. We got those Game Boy video games. Only problem is those are way too expensive to host a break on. Maybe a 5-pack bundle of Japanese packs in the shuffle. Okay, we could add booster packs to the shuffle. That's definitely possible. I don't think people would go crazy for that. Here's Austin Newsom. Ocarina of Time Zelda poker card. The Ocarina, you got it. So that was actually in the September channel, or the October channel, right? All slabs October. Go find it. There it is. The Ocarina, ours was cheaper than the one on eBay by like 20 bucks. Okay, let's see. That's the Master Sword. Bruh. Aha, there it is. Ocarina is out of here. Okay. Oops. Crown Zenith. I was going to say Austin. Newsom. That's not a very good M, is it? All right. We'll go mark this as sold. That Vulpix right next to it is also a pretty good card, believe it or not. Okay, cool. Anthony Haymeyer says grading for 2 Yamas, Mew, and Thor. Okay. I'm going to write down a note on this baggie. Unpaid. You can add a break spot to the shuffle. A break spot to the shuffle. I think we already have that. There you have it. Well, it really is just these 2 cards left after that. I wonder if I could just put those into your bag rather than having this other baggie float around all this time. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to put these into another bag, and it's going to say Anthony Haymeyer paid PSA. Is your eBay store the same name? Yes, it is. It's called TheCardconomist. You can save me as one of your saved sellers. Did you know that? And you're going to see a lot of slabs for sale up there over time. We're all, for 6 years, our whole business objective was to avoid eBay. For 6 years, everything was sold right here on the table, and almost nothing went to eBay, almost nothing. That is now going to change. We're going to have a mix. Items that don't sell fast enough on the table are going to go over to eBay for faster sales. And maybe we should have been doing it that way the whole time. PSA. There it goes. We just write down PSA on it, and that implies that it was paid for. All right, good. How come? You know, I just thought it was cool to have everything exclusively in the stream. Here's Jonas Gordis, 3 of the 151s. Now, I think if you want 3 of them, we've got one right here. No, that's a prismatic. I take that back. That's not a 151. So I have to go get a fresh box of 151. I'll be back. 151, everybody. Damn, mister, you have great cursive. You want to see my cursive? Where can I write cursive? I actually love writing in cursive. It's very fun. Damn, mister. You have great cursive. It is. Let me go get some 151. Boy, it's a pain in the butt getting these packs, man. These 151s take a while. All right, there we go. Whew. All right. Haha. Throw that away. So here are 3 of these. Oh, yeah. So it smelled really good when I walked out there. Karis is out there trying to cook. But then she's like, I ruined it. She was trying to cook something and I guess it went wrong somehow. All right. Snipping this. And snipping this. Do you have a lot of 151 left? Do I have a lot of 151 left? Sort of. Sort of. I'm supposed to replace it as we go because I'm supposed to maintain inventory levels. Oh, wow. You got another Gengar. That's great. Gengars are good pulls out of this set now. Okay, so a little Gengar pull there. And we got Umastar. And, oh, you actually got what you wanted. You got what you wanted, Jonas. Look at that. Alt Art Blastoise. Wow, so cool, man. That is so cool. All right. Look at that. Blastoise Gengar, Jonas. Totally worth it. Hey, Jonas, thanks for coming in here and opening packs with us today. Really nice. Kept us busy. We are. All right. A couple of you guys did. Mr. Jonas went a little deeper than I thought he was going to because he kept ordering more. There we go. That's awesome. Big Man Blastoise. Yes. Okay. But do I have a lot of 151 left? I technically do. The question is, do I want to sell through it all? Probably not. Okay. So, wow, look at that. 651. It's 651. Let's go ahead and grab some more slabs here. What do we have? We have this, it says 825 Togepi on it, huh? 825. Well, we're on 1025. Let's take a look at that Togepi. PSA 10. Poker. Togepi. All right, let's see if there's a big price change. If there's not, this is going to eBay. Well, there's not even one for sale at all. What is this? I've never seen that before. Nippon Airways? What the hell? That's so weird. There's so many weird cards out there, to be honest. All right, let me check sold, perhaps. Let me check sold. Let me check ended recently. So there's none under ended recently either. Let me try typing in Togepi playing cards. Or King of Diamonds. King Togepi. Nope. So I've got one for sale, but the internet does not have one for sale. I say it just goes to eBay at this point. Okay, promote your older listings. Yeah, it's interesting. Never seen that before. Huh, weird. That's a new thing. I don't think it's new, it's just I've never had eBay tell me to do that. Place it right here like that. How much would it cost to grade the Blastoise? If you want to do tag grading, it's $30, and the turnaround time's pretty fast. If you want to do PSA grading, it's $39, so $9 more. Turnaround time's pretty slow. We get a special turnaround time on our tag grading. Okay. We're jumping up here. We're going to take a picture. Good. And click. Good. And we're going to say, listen to this music. Isn't this music groovy? Very nice. It looks good in the tag slab. It would. The tag slabs are really beautiful. I like them. That is true. This guy's rotated for a while. Time to put him up on eBay as well. So he's going to eBay. Okay. He's been rotating for a while. Oh, he's got the Pichus on the back. Okay, good. Good. All right. This guy's cool. So this is $55, Smeargle. Wonder if somebody will buy this. Tag grade Carddass? No. They don't grade Carddass yet. They don't grade cards that are a special size. They don't do that yet. I wish they would, because then I told the guy, I said, man, you guys need to grade. We are. I told him you need to grade poker cards so I can send you all my poker cards. But, you know, I'm sure just one guy asking doesn't really do anything. You know? Okay. These are all being sent off to eBay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, good. Good. You guys are watching me do a little eBay work. How does grading Pokemon promos still sealed in plastic work? That's a cellophane grade. It's called a cellophane grade. And I don't know. I think you just I've actually never done it, believe all this years later, and I've never done it. I usually just sell, you know, I just sell off those promos. Yeah, it's a cellophane grade, and I'm sure it probably costs more than a regular card grade. That's my bet. Probably costs like 40 bucks or something, 40, 45. Here it is, Alicia's Appeal. Here's the Roaring Moon. Rawr. Here's a nice Huntail 9. That's cool. 70 bucks on that, huh? And this has 150, the Ho-Oh, huh? Doodle-doo. That's another card that needs to go off to eBay, to be honest. Okay. You guys are running into a lot of eBay cards here. How do I know this needs to go to eBay? Because it's rotated a bunch. It rotated multiple times and nobody ever bought it. Thing is, in the past, if something rotated for a long time, over and over and over again, didn't really bother me because it did eventually sell, no matter what. Now, we're not going to wait. We're going to send it off to eBay. No more waiting. Ooh, this nice no rarity Dratini. That's cool. Gimme Ghoul for 40 bucks. I think that the Gimme Ghoul for 40 bucks should probably continue rotating. I like this Huntail. I have a feeling the Dratini's not going to sell either. We're going to put this up on eBay as well. I sold a couple of no rarity cards up on eBay. Okay. All right. So the price shall be okay, good. Wow, cool. Next up, we have an order from Mr. Jonas. This episode brought to you by our friend Mr. Jonas. Thank you, Jonas. He says, well, he sent $60. I'm betting Jonas wants me to grade 2 cards. You want me to grade 2 cards, Mr. Jonas? So I think he sent in for 2 grades. That's my bet. I bet he does want to grade that Blastoise. Who is that Gimme Gold graded with? That's Tag Grading. This is the company I have a contract with. I'm a tag dealer now. How cool is that? And they have this crystal clear casing, and their little QR code leads to an actual grading report. How neat is that? So I bet you want to send out this Blastoise, no matter what. And then I bet you want to send out one of these Gengars, right? But you want to know which one's the better one to send. Well, it's going to be based off of which one has a better shot at a 10. This one does not have a very good chance. This one has a small chance. Pretty small, though. Oh, 3 151s? Oh, I thought you were sending cards out to grade. Look at me, guys. There was no note attached, so I misinterpreted. He was asking about grading, and I thought he was ordering some grading. So he wants 3 packs of 151. Let's do it. Did you ever do my order? I'm at work. Yes, we did, Mr. Aaron Searles. It looks like you pulled some of these. Aaron Searles, we did take care of your order. I remember it. All right. Now, we need 3 of this. This. Ready? Snip number 1, snip number 2. What do we got? We got Jolteon. Butterfree Wheezing. And Venusaur. Look at that Venusaur. So nice. Okay, Venusaur. Okay. New incoming. Just a Venusaur this time. Sorry, man. Just a Venusaur this time. But your previous order was so good that you're all right still. Sometimes they're cold. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much. This is a vintage Huntail from Hidden Legends. These booster packs that this comes out of would cost like, I don't know, $500. And he would be the holographic card from a heavy pack. Actually, I think there's a rev foil. And look, because he graded 9, he's 70 bucks. That is the risk of opening packs, isn't it? Isn't it? You pull a hunt tail and he grades 9, he's worth nothing. Really crazy out there. Well, guys, it is 7:01. We are done with our 2-hour stream. In fact, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes now. Thank you so much, everybody, for a wonderful daytime stream. We'll be back on for the nighttime stream. I hope you'll be there because we're going to have more slabs getting priced up, more consignment slabs. So there's actually a lot more to go through. I have a ton of slabs to go through. And I think tonight we'll price up some of these. And I think we'll also have a giveaway slab tonight. So I hope to see you guys there. Okay? I'll see you there. See you later, guys. I'll check your eBay. Check my eBay out, guys. And if you find something that you want, come here to the table and ask me to pull it down from you, and I'll take 5% off the eBay price, okay?